That's fine, Warner Brothers. That's fine. AT&T. We'll do the old ways. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I really am being honest when I say this, and this is something to where people need to start just literally looking at the facts and nothing but the truth. And that is, the facts are, the Justice League movie that came this year was the only thing we're going to get. We're not going to get a sequel. We're not going to get the Ben Affleck series. Any of people saying we're going to get it, either doing it for the views because they know it's revenue, or just hoping that they're right. Hoping that they will, what's that word? Hoping that they get right in the very end. Because they were right the first time. I highly, highly doubt we're going to get a sequel. I have to agree with my friend. They only did this just to pretty much shut us up. And, yeah. People say that give it 4 years, give it this, give it that, the more time it needs to get. Dude, by the time that happens, nobody's going to give a shit. By the time that happens, Zack Snyder's not probably going to do it. And if that is the case, which I'm surely it is, your delusional thinking is stupid. Because for you saying and for you thinking that, oh, we're going to have more time, we're going to have this, we're going to have that, by the time that happens, Zack Snyder and Kevin Cavill will probably be in Marvel, and the rest is history right there. The hype or the hope that we'll see Zack Snyder's Justice League sequels and the Ben Affleck series, it's over. It's literally over. And by the time that happens, we will have 3 Suicide Squads, 3 Wonder Woman movies, 3 Aquaman movies, 3 Shazams, 3 Black Adams. Really, that's it. We're going to have trilogies of the characters that we have now, and it's slowly, bit by bit, we're going to try to replace this universe. And maybe even recast or gender swap characters. That's just saying a lot. I'm just saying. And also, another thing, just to go even further, my point is Warner Brothers wants us to basically stand aside. They don't give a shit. They will fight back at you. The more you want yours truly, Justice League 2, Justice League 3, they're going to be saying, no, we're not doing that. No. You got your fucking movie. You're not going to get your sequel. And by the time we get to the point where people say, oh, wait for 4 years. And then 4 years comes and pretty much Zack Snyder is doing his own thing, or he's pretty much working with Marvel. With Ghost Rider or Daredevil or a sequel of Blade or whatever. He's doing the darker characters. And he's doing a hell of a job. And we're all looking at Warner Brothers saying, thanks, asshole! Thanks! You fucked him! Now he's with the other side and he's killing it! Kind of reminds me of fucking wrestling to an extent about this shit. How a wrestler was supposed to be really great on this big company, then fucking left, joined an independent wrestling company, and made that shit to be a juggernaut. It's just the same thing here. Same thing. Just different situations. Different ways of doing it. Talent is talent. Zack Snyder has talent and storytelling that where people can't do. And if Marvel gets him, the fucking shit they would do with him. The guy has great visuals and great storytelling when he really hits it. And that's saying a lot. And something like that, can you imagine a Zack Snyder's Marvel film? Shit, $1 billion right there. $1 billion. The only way for us fans to get a sequel, and this is probably one of the only solutions, and that is doing a Zack Snyder's comic book, graphic novel. You could just put the scripts in comic book form and just the rest is history from there. And there are many TV shows and movies got their own sequel in a comic book form. So honestly, I would not be surprised if they do that. Hell, they're already doing that with Batman 89 and I believe Superman 87 or 89 or whatever, the Christopher Reeve films. They're doing a continuation from them in a comic book form. So I would not be surprised, and hell, I wouldn't be against them releasing a Zack Snyder's Justice League comic book. But I'm just gonna say this. They have done everything they can to kill this universe. They have done everything in their power to destroy this universe as best as possible. You know, there was a time, and it didn't happen for multiple reasons, which I will not go over, but just saying this really kind of makes me wish, boy, oh boy, I really wish this would indeed happen. And that is, I wish that 20th Century Fox, before they got bought by Disney, 20th Century Fox was looking at DC Comics as their next main franchise to go off of. And if they were successful buying DC Comics and doing movies of them, I think we would have been a much, much better direction. Because I would at least trust them. To an extent. Even though I hate that fucking studio and I wish that they deserve every bit of what they got on what they did to multiple franchises. However, compared towards Warner Brothers, oh man, they're a Jesus fucking moment. You get what I mean. I hope everyone does, but I mean, that is just saying a lot. I really wish that someone else was doing DC films, because it just makes me sick to my stomach that a studio went out of their way to destroy a universe and fucked over many people. Push Ben Affleck to leave Batman, push Superman into a supporting character, and then have him get a TV show in the CW, which is good, but it's just not saying much. It really is a shame. And yeah, I rest my case. Anyway, I think people are delusional on thinking, oh, the Zack Snyder's coming back to do Justice League 2 and 3 in the next 4 years. You're stupid. You really are fucking stupid to think that. You think 4 years at this point right now, you think 4 years is going to be the saving grace for us Zack Snyder fans who want a continuation from his film, but instead we're not going to get jack squat, and pretty much by the time that happens, he'll be in Marvel, or he'll be doing in Netflix movies and maybe possibly TV shows and whatever. He's going to be super busy doing his own shit, and you are telling me he's going to come back to do a DC film? Absolutely not. And if he does, he's going to ask more money, he's going to ask more creative freedom, and Warner Brothers is basically going to look at him and saying, no, you either do it our way or the highway. And he's going to say, well, sorry, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go with Netflix. And the rest is history from there. I guarantee you that's what we're going to get. And for DC movies, oh, God. Oh, man. I'm going to say this right now. Expect the worst. Expect the worst direction, writing, and everything between on that crap. Because that is going to be a disaster waiting to happen. Because, I mean, I'm just going to be honest, telling you the truth. It is going to be hell. It is going to be the worst time as a DC fan. And when you see Marvel thriving on even more, the multiverse and everything between on that crap, and the whole shit on, oh, we're going to do the multiverse, and we're going to have What If connect to everything between on House of M, Secret Wars, and everything on that shit, and it just really just goes on a really good direction, and everything between on that crap. Yeah, everyone, and I mean everyone in their mother's grave is basically going to be so salty and so fucking bitter at Warner Brothers, and pretty much everyone's going to be looking at Marvel as the one and only winner compared towards the war between Marvel and DC. And let's face facts. When you look at the whole DC extended universe and all that stuff, it was dead before it even started. It was dead because they went out of their way to fuck over Zack Snyder. They went out of their way to destroy every bit of it. And they were successful. And now, since you release Zack Snyder's Justice League, you are going to have a never-ending war. You're going to have multiple fans just going after you, whatever you do. And that's saying fucking a lot. I don't give a shit if you think I'm wrong. Good. I think you're fucking wrong on your own delusional thinking of, oh yeah, 4 years later, Zack Snyder's going to come back. I don't think he's going to come back. I think he's going to have TV shows and movies on his plate, and really he doesn't have time to do it. And plus, by the time that happens, who knows? He might get hired from Marvel, and that will really just kill the fucking shit right then and there. See what I'm coming from? So your statement really just is stupid. I'm sorry, but I see a lot of people saying 4 years or whatever, we're going to have Zack Snyder to come back. Highly doubt it. People are going to accept this film, but always look down and just say, great movie, great setup for an amazing saga that we could have had. And, yeah, because Warner Brothers pretty much told us we're done with Zack Snyder. We want to move on. We want to do something else. Fine. You want to play that game? Fine. It's only going to end very bad for you. It's only going to end to where people are not going to go see your movies as often, and people are only going to watch Marvel or some other movies. That's just saying a lot. I rest my case. I got nothing else to say. It's a shame that this universe crashed and burned before it even started, and I mean really get started to be truly amazing, but you know, it is what it is. Zack Snyder had a plan. Zack Snyder knew what he wanted to do with this universe, and I'm pretty sure after those 5 movies, he had, let's just say, phase 3 or phase 5, whatever, on his DC films. I guarantee you he probably had stuff where he wanted to do directions that he really thought would be great. You know, it's a shame. Like I said, the only thing we could get is a Zack Snyder's Justice League comic book, but I really highly doubt that's going to be the case. But you don't know. I mean, hell, if we can get Superman 78 and Batman 89, if we could do them, why not we could do Zack Snyder's Justice League comic book? Why not? Instant money right there. But no, we're not going to get that. It is what it is. Anyway, I got to get going. I got to do shit, and later.